to welcome you to our tour today. For those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Kelsey and I am originally from Chicago. And my husband and I moved to Valencia, Spain last February. We're loving it, it's beautiful, and I have been taking quite a few trips lately, so this is one of the beautiful places that I am so excited to bring you to. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Burjassot. Nestled just a few kilometers north of the bustling metropolis Valencia lies the quaint town of Burjassot, a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. With its rich history dating back to the Moorish times and its charming blend of traditional Spanish architecture and modern amenities, Burjassot offers a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of city life. As we wander through its winding streets, lined with orange groves and historic buildings, we'll find ourselves immersed in a world where time seems to stand still, and the echoes of centuries past resonate in every corner. From its picturesque plazas to its vibrant local markets, Burjassot invites visitors to experience the authentic charm and hospitality of rural Spain, making it the perfect destination for those seeking tranquility and cultural immersion. Let's explore Burjassot. While we explore, let's talk about some fun facts about Spain. We'll explore these on a more in-depth basis soon. The siesta culture. Spain is known for its siesta tradition, where many businesses and shops close in the afternoon for a few hours to allow people to rest and escape the heat of the day. And in Spain, there is a lot of heat. The flamenco dance. Flamenco is a traditional type of Spanish music and dance style that originates from the Andalusian region. It's famous for its passionate, raw, and expressive performances. La Tomatina! Some of you might have gone to the Tomatina festival with me, but let me tell you a little bit more about it. Spain hosts the world's largest food fight, as they say, called La Tomatina, and as you can guess, participants are throwing tomatoes, hence the name, at each other in the small town off Valencia called Buñol. Bullfighting. Although controversial, bullfighting is a traditional Spanish spectacle, with the most famous events being held during the running of the bulls in Pamplona. Multiple languages. Spain has several official languages, including Spanish or Castilian, Catalan, Galician, and Basque. Catalan is spoken in Catalonia, while Basque is unique to the Basque country. Paella. Paella is a popular Spanish dish originating from the Valencian region. It typically includes rice, saffron, and a variety of ingredients. There's seafood, but there's also chicken and snails, or simply vegetables. A diverse geography. Spain has a diverse landscape, from beautiful beaches along the coastlines to the mountainous regions of the Pyrenees and the Sierra Nevada. It also has semi-arid deserts, like the Tabernas Desert. Famous artists. Spain has produced many renowned artists, including Pablo Picasso, Salvador Dalí, who made significant contributions to the world of art. La Sagrada Familia. As many of you know who came with me on our La Sagrada Familia tour, this famous basilica in Barcelona, designed by architect Antoni Gaudí, has been under construction since 1882, and it's still not even finished. It is an architectural masterpiece. The link to this tour can be found in the information below this video in case you'd like more information on this amazing cathedral. Tapas. Tapas are a beloved Spanish culinary tradition where small, flavorful dishes are served alongside drinks, and in Spain there are many drinks. It's a great way to sample various Spanish foods. These are just a few of the fascinating facts and history about Spain, a country rich in culture, history, and tradition. While we look around, let me tell you the history of markets in Spain. Markets, or mercados, in Spain is deeply rooted in the country's cultural and economic heritage. Known as mercados in Spanish, they have been integral in Spanish life for centuries, with their origins dating back to medieval times. The establishment of markets was influenced by a combination of historical, economic, and social factors. Let me tell you about them. Spanish markets traditionally serve as vibrant hubs, where local producers, artisans, and merchants gather to sell their goods. These markets offer a diverse array of products, including fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, seafood, dairy, artisanal crafts, textiles, and more. The emphasis on fresh and local produce reflects Spain's strong agricultural traditions and the importance of regional culinary specialties. The practice of setting up markets in public squares or designated areas has ancient roots, though, aligning with historical trading patterns. Over time, markets became essential for both rural and urban communities, providing a platform for economic exchange and fostering community bonds. The significance of markets in Spain lies not only in their economic role, but also in their cultural and social importance. Markets serve as spaces for social interaction, cultural expression, and the preservation of culinary traditions. The lively atmosphere of Spanish markets, with their colorful displays and passionate vendors, contributes to a unique and immersive experience for locals and visitors alike. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in traditional markets, driven by a growing appreciation for local and sustainable products. Spanish markets continue to evolve, adapting to contemporary trends while maintaining their timeless role as pillars of community life. My favorite things to buy in markets are spices, local fruits, fresh vegetables, maybe a special sweet treat. What's your favorite thing to buy in a local market? Let me know in the comments below this video. Now, let me give you a little bit of background and history about the Moorish conquest here. Also known as the Islamic conquest of the Iberian Peninsula, the Moorish conquest was a significant historical event that spanned several centuries. It began in the 8th century when Muslim forces, led by Umayyad Caliphate, crossed the Strait of Gibraltar from North Africa and invaded the Iberian Peninsula. The conquest marked the beginning of the Islamic rule in parts of modern-day Spain and Portugal. The Moors, who were of Berber and Arab descent, introduced a rich culture and intellectual heritage to the region. The Moorish conquest had profound and lasting effects on the Iberian Peninsula. It resulted in a period of culture and intellectual flourishing known as Al-Andalus, which is where we get the name Andalusia, by the way, where Muslims, the Jewish population, and Christians coexisted and contributed to a vibrant, peaceful society. This era saw advancements in science, medicine, philosophy, and architecture, with notable figures like Averroes and Maimonides emerging as influential scholars. The architectural legacy of the Moors is still visible today in landmarks such as the Alhambra of Granada and the Mezquita in Córdoba. The Moorish conquest gradually expanded across the Iberian Peninsula, with the Umayyad Caliphate establishing the Emirate of Al-Andalus in the 8th century. Over time, Al-Andalus fragmented into various smaller Muslim-ruled territories, known as taifas, due to internal conflicts. This fragmentation eventually allowed Christian kingdoms in the north to launch the Reconquista, a centuries-long effort to retake the Iberian Peninsula. Now, I found some interesting facts for us about this time. During the height of Al-Andalus, this region was known for its religious tolerance and coexistence. Muslims, the Jewish population, and Christians often lived side by side, and scholars from various backgrounds collaborated on intellectual pursuits. This period is often cited as an example of interfaith coexistence in history. The Moors also left an indelible mark on Iberian architecture. We can see this all over Spain, but especially in the south, places like Alhambra, a great palace and fortress complex in Granada, is celebrated for its stunning Islamic design and intricate tile work. The Mezquita in Córdoba also is a former mosque with a unique blend of Islamic and Christian architecture. The Al-Andalus was a center of scientific innovation during the Middle Ages also. Scholars in the region made significant contributions to fields such as astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. Their works were later translated into Latin and influenced European Renaissance thinkers. The Christian Reconquista gradually reclaimed territory from the Moors, leading to the eventual fall of the Nasrid dynasty in Granada in 1492. This marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain with the surrender of Boabdil, the last Nasrid ruler. The legacy of the Moorish conquest lives on in modern Spain, though, particularly in its culture, cuisine, and architecture. Moorish influences can be seen in traditional Spanish dishes such as paella and in the intricate tile work and arches of many historic buildings. The Moorish conquest of the Iberian Peninsula was a complex and transformative period in history, characterized by cultural exchange, intellectual growth, and architectural splendor. The legacy of Al-Andalus continues to shape Spain's cultural identity and heritage to this day. Some details for you on the Moorish influence on architecture. It is characterized by its distinctive features and intricate details. So first, the Moorish architecture is renowned for its intricate geometric patterns. We see this all over Spain. These patterns often feature interlocking designs, including stars, hexagons. These motifs can be found on tiles, plasterwork, and even in the layout of gardens and courtyards. The arches are particularly beautiful. Moorish arches are a prominent feature in their architectural designs. This horseshoe arch, known as the, quote, Moorish arch, is a classic example. These arches have a distinct shape resembling an inverted horseshoe, and they can be seen in doorways and windows, interior spaces, all over. Moorish architecture often incorporated the courtyards and the gardens as part of the integral elements of the design of the space also. These areas are typically adorned with fountains, reflecting pools and lush vegetation. The Alhambra in Granada, for example, is a famous area that exemplifies this concept, with stunning general life gardens that should not be missed. The stucco and plasterwork are also very interesting. Elaborate stucco and plasterwork are hallmarks of Moorish architecture. The intricate lace-like patterns are meticulously carved into plaster surfaces, creating a stunning visual effect. These can be observed on walls, ceilings, and even on domes. In terms of the mosaic tile work, Moorish buildings often feature these zelige in Morocco, which are mosaic tile work patterns. These colorful tiles are arranged in geometric and floral patterns, creating breathtaking displays on walls, floors, fountains, windows, door frames. Very, very beautiful and much more popular than one might think all over Spain. Arabic calligraphy is another significant element in Moorish architecture. Inscriptions from the Quran or poetic verses are often incorporated into architectural designs, lending spiritual and artistic value to the structures. Moorish architecture frequently includes cupolas and domes, often adorned with intricate tilework and geometric patterns like discussed before. These are breathtaking domed ceilings. They exemplify this feature. Many Moorish buildings incorporate fountains also for ritual purification. They're often adorned with decorative tilework and provide a functional and aesthetic purpose. The enduring legacy of Moorish architecture can be seen in numerous structures throughout Spain, particularly in places like Alhambra, the Mezquita of Córdoba, the Alcázar of Sevilla, but also in many more local structures like the town we're in today. The influence of Moorish design elements continues to captivate architects and designers worldwide, contributing to the rich tapestry of architectural history. While we explore, I have some interesting info for you. People often ask why we decided to move to Spain. Was it a job? Was it family? Was it the lifestyle? Well, a lot of reasons, but specifically the healthcare. The Spanish healthcare system, which is known as Sistema Nacional de Salud, has evolved significantly over the years, and it is now exceptional. It is the 8th top healthcare system in the world. To give you a comparison, the US often flounders at around number 42 to 57. Its origins can be traced back to the 19th century, when Spain established the National Health Institute, Instituto Nacional de Provisión, to provide medical assistance to workers. However, it wasn't until quite recently, the 1980s, that the modern healthcare system took shape with the passing of the General Health Law. This law laid the foundation for a publicly funded and universally accepted healthcare system in Spain. The Spanish healthcare system plays a crucial role in the well-being of the population, locals and immigrants like expats included. The SNS provides a wide range of medical services, from primary care to specialized treatment, and it emphasizes preventative care and health promotion. Spain's healthcare system consistently ranks among the top healthcare systems in the world. According to the World Health Organization, the WHO, Spain's healthcare system is considered one of the best in terms of healthcare outcomes and efficiency. Life expectancy in Spain is notably high, and the country has a relatively low infant mortality rate. The Spanish healthcare system also benefits from a well-trained medical workforce. Spain has a high number of doctors per capita, ensuring that residents have access to medical professionals when needed. Some interesting facts for you that my family and I have very much enjoyed while living here. One of the defining features of the Spanish healthcare system is its commitment to universal coverage. Regardless of a person's nationality or legal status, healthcare services are available to all residents at a comparatively very low cost. This inclusivity extends to emergency care, which is provided regardless of a person's ability to pay. Spain's healthcare system is decentralized, with significant authority given to its autonomous regions. Each region has control over healthcare planning and delivery within its territory, allowing for some variation in healthcare services and management. Spain also has a publicly funded pharmaceutical system, which helps ensure that prescription medications are affordable and accessible to the population. This contributes to Spain's high overall healthcare quality. Long life expectancy. Spain consistently ranks high in terms of life expectancy. This achievement is often attributed to the Mediterranean diet, a culture that promotes outdoor activities and social engagement, as well as the accessibility of quality healthcare. While Spain's healthcare system is predominantly publicly funded and operated, there is also a private healthcare sector. Side note, the private healthcare sector is what many expats have to be on for their visas. To give you an example of the money involved with the private healthcare sectors, our family pays roughly 100 euros per month for all of us, and that includes all doctor visits, all testing that needs to be done. There are no co-pays, no bills that come after. We do have to pay for medications, but all of these are at a reasonable cost when comparing what we could be paying in the States. So many residents do opt for private healthcare insurance, even when they are able to qualify for the public healthcare system, but the doctors are often the same. It's just a matter of waiting 1 week versus waiting 3 weeks, from my experience speaking with people who are in both who have used both the public system and the private system. So the Spanish healthcare system is a source of pride for this country. It's known for its universality, high quality care, and focus on public health. Its success is reflected in the well-being of the Spanish population and its consistently strong rankings in global healthcare assessments. Now, because we talked about the Mediterranean diet, let me give you a little bit more of an idea about what that includes. The Mediterranean diet is not only renowned for its health benefits, but also some delicious options. In 2010, UNESCO recognized the Mediterranean diet as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, highlighting its cultural and historical significance. The Mediterranean diet is inspired by the traditional eating patterns of countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea, including Greece, Italy, France, and here in Spain. Its roots can be traced back to ancient civilizations like the Greeks and the Romans. Numerous studies have shown that the Mediterranean diet can reduce the risk of heart diseases thanks to its emphasis on olive oil, fish, nuts, and whole grains. Wine is often enjoyed in moderation as part of the Mediterranean diet as well. It's believed to have potential health benefits thanks to its high levels of antioxidants. The diet places a strong focus on local fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. It's rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Olive oil, or liquid gold as it's called here, is a staple in the Mediterranean diet, and it's used generously. It's high in monounsaturated fats, which are considered heart healthy. Some people refer to it as the local fruit juice, because technically, I guess that's what it is. Some people here use up to 1 liter per week per family. There's also a variety of flavors though. The Mediterranean diet is known for its diverse and flavorful ingredients, so you have garlic, herbs, spices like oregano, basil, thyme. Everything smells good and, therefore, is quite delicious. In Mediterranean cultures, though, meals are often considered a social affair, emphasizing the importance of sharing food with family and friends. This not only puts you in a good mood, it also helps you eat slower, most likely because you're talking. Fish is a primary source of protein in the Mediterranean diet, and favorites like salmon, sardines, and mackerel provide omega-3 fatty acids. In some Mediterranean countries, particularly Greece and Italy, they are known for their high life expectancies, although Spain is not far behind. Their diet is believed to play a role in this longevity. This diet also encourages the consumption of fresh, locally sourced, and seasonal ingredients, minimizing the use of processed or imported foods. The diet is also known for its simplicity. Many Mediterranean dishes feature just a few ingredients prepared in a way that lets their natural flavors shine. Studies have linked the Mediterranean diet to a lower risk of chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes and certain cancers. Mediterranean cuisine, though, plays a central role in the cultural celebrations and festivals, with traditional dishes serving as an integral part of the festivities. And it's gaining popularity. It is often recognized by health experts as a balanced and sustainable way of eating, proven to provide for a long and healthy life. Whether you're interested in its health benefits or simply enjoy its delicious flavors, the Mediterranean diet has something to offer for everyone. It is a beloved and celebrated way of eating, especially here in Spain. While you're exploring, you might hear a few words of English, but in general, in Spain, Spanish is the most widely spoken language. In fact, Spanish is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. It is native to over 460 million people, making it the second most spoken native language after What do you think? English? German? No, neither one. It is after Mandarin. Spanish is the official language or the national language in at least 21 countries, including Spain and most of Central and South America. Spanish is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations, and Spanish has numerous dialects, with variations in vocabulary, pronunciation, and even grammar. Some of the major dialects include Castilian, which is the standard variety of Spanish, but also Latin American Spanish, Mexican Spanish, even Argentine Spanish. Spanish uses the Latin script, and it consists of 27 letters. It includes the same 26 letters as English, plus the letter ñ, or N with a little curly Q on top of it. Spanish is a more phonetic alphabet, meaning letters are generally pronounced as they are written, which can make it easier for those, like me, learning to pronounce Spanish words. Spanish is a popular language for second language learners because there are millions of people around the world who speak it. Why not become one of them also? Earlier, I promised you some details on the siesta. So, let's get into it and explore this relaxing Spanish tradition. The siesta is a short afternoon nap or rest, and it has its roots right here in Spain. Its name comes from the Latin word sexta, which means the 6th hour, counting from sunrise, as it was traditionally observed around midday. The siesta became ingrained in Spanish culture due to Spain's climate, where daytime temperatures around midday can soar, especially in the southern regions. Taking a break during the hottest part of the day helped people avoid the scorching sun. One of the primary reasons for the siesta was to escape the oppressive midday heat, allowing people to rest, eat, and recharge before returning to work. The siesta also influenced the daily rhythm of life in Spain, with businesses and shops traditionally closing for a few hours in the afternoon to accommodate this tradition. In recent years, Spain has seen changes in its siesta culture. Urbanization, modern work patterns, and a desire for greater work efficiency have led to a decline in the practice and the tradition of the siesta. It can vary widely region to region. In some areas, it's still quite common, while in others, it's less prevalent. Napping benefits, though, have been proven here in Spain. The siesta's benefits include improved alertness and productivity, as a short nap can help combat afternoon drowsiness. While the siesta is most closely associated with Spain, midday napping is a common practice in many cultures worldwide, such as a power nap in Japan, China, and even in the US. Some Spanish towns and regions celebrate the siesta with festivals, games, and contests dedicated to napping. Now that is a contest I would like to join. In contemporary Spain, however, the traditional siesta is often shorter than in the past, typically only lasting 20 to 30 minutes. It's still considered a valuable break during the workday, but now it's more focused on spending time with your family and recharging, rather than actually going to sleep. The siesta is a cultural tradition rooted here in Spain, historically important for escaping the midday heat. While its observance has evolved over time due to changing lifestyles, it still remains a fascinating aspect of Spanish culture and a topic of interest for those exploring the country's traditions, and for those who are a little drowsy. While we're exploring this beautiful place, let me tell you my favorite part about living in Spain. The food! Specifically, the tapas. Tapas are a beloved cultural tradition here in Spain, and their history is deeply rooted in Spanish culture. The term tapas is derived from the Spanish word tapar, which means to cover. The origin of tapas is often traced back to the practice of placing a small plate or saucer over a glass of wine to keep the flies away, something I am currently struggling with on a daily basis. Gradually, this evolved into serving small bites of food alongside drinks. Tapas gained popularity in the southern region of Andalusia, where they were initially simple snacks like olives, almonds, and slices of ham, and where flies were rampant. The importance of tapas extends beyond their culinary appeal, however. They are a fundamental part of Spanish social life. Sharing tapas with friends or family is not just about the food. It's about fostering connections and enjoying the moment. Tapas create a relaxed and convivial atmosphere in Spanish bars and restaurants, encouraging conversation and camaraderie. The tradition of tapas has spread well beyond Spain's borders. Lucky us. Tapas-style dining has become a global trend, with restaurants worldwide offering small plates of diverse and flavorful dishes inspired by Spanish cuisine. In Spain, tapas vary greatly by region, reflecting the local ingredients and culinary traditions. Each region offers its unique spin on these small bites, contributing to the rich tapestry of Spanish gastronomy. One of the most exciting aspects of tapas is, of course, their diversity. So I found some fun facts for you about my favorite parts of tapas, and I thought you might enjoy them. You can find a wide range of tapas, from classic favorites like patatas bravas, which are fried potatoes with spicy tomato sauce, paprika, mayonnaise, and aioli sauce on them, and croquetas, which are fried breadcrumb-coated rolls. Are you hungry yet? To more modern and inventive creations. Spain's regions each have their own tapas specialties, though. For example, in the Basque country, pinchos are a type of tapa where ingredients are skewered with toothpicks on small pieces of bread. In Andalusia, you'll find gazpacho, cold tomato soup, and fried fish tapas, reflecting the region's climate and proximity to the sea. In Spain, it's common to enjoy tapas in the late afternoon or early evening as a prelude to dinner. Many bars and restaurants offer, quote, free tapas when you order a drink, and it doesn't have to be alcohol, making it an affordable and enjoyable way to experience the local cuisine. Tapas come in various sizes, from a single bite to a small plate. The idea is to order a variety of them and share with your companions, allowing everyone to taste a little bit of everything. While traditional tapas remains popular, modern chefs have taken tapas to new heights with innovative ingredients and presentation. This fusion of traditional and innovation keeps tapas culture vibrant and exciting. Tapas are more than just appetizers. They are a cherished part of Spanish culture, encouraging social interaction, culinary exploration, and the celebration of regional flavors. The global popularity of tapas speaks to their enduring appeal and the rich tapestry of Spanish gastronomy. My personal favorites are croquetas, patatas bravas, which are fried potato cubes with that spicy tomato sauce and garlic aioli, gambas al ajillo, which is shrimp sautéed in olive oil with garlic and red pepper flakes, often served with a slice of crusty bread for soaking up the flavorful oil. Albondigas, or Spanish meatballs, typically made with a mixture of ground beef and pork, served in a rich tomato sauce with bread. Tortilla española, which is a Spanish omelet made with eggs, potatoes, and sometimes onions, although it is quite debatable if the onions should be included or not. You will find many local Spaniards debating as to whether this is an appropriate addition. Sliced into wedges, it's a popular and hearty tapa. Jamón ibérico is also quite delicious. These are thin slices of exquisite Spanish cured ham, often served with crusty bread or as a simple garnish. Pimientos de padrón are also quite interesting. While they look like jalapeno peppers, they are not spicy. They're small and green, usually fried and sprinkled with sea salt. Many are mild, but some occasionally will be spicy, so be careful. There's also ensaladilla rusa, or Russian salad. This is the Spanish version of potato salad, made with peas, carrots, tuna, mayo, and, of course, potatoes. There's also aceitunas, which is assorted olives. Marinated with herbs and spices, they are served as a simple and classic tapa, and delicious. While we explore, let me tell you a little bit more about one of Spain's favorite foods, paella. Paella is a traditional Spanish rice dish that originated in the Valencian region on the eastern coast of Spain. Its roots can be traced back to the 18th century. The name paella comes from the Valencian word of the same spelling, which means pan. The dish is traditionally cooked in a wide, shallow pan, known as the paellera. Paella is not just a dish, however. It's a symbol of Spanish cuisine and culture. It reflects the use of local ingredients and culinary traditions. Paella is often prepared for special occasions and family gatherings, bringing people together over a delicious and communal meal. There are many regional variations of paella in Spain, with ingredients ranging from seafood, or paella de mariscos, to chicken and rabbit, paella valenciana, or even vegetables, paella de verduras. Paella has gained popularity worldwide and is a staple of Spanish restaurants in many countries. It's also commonly prepared at home by people around the globe. Some interesting facts for you about this delicious meal. A prized element of traditional paella is the socarrat. This is the crispy, caramelized layer of rice that forms at the bottom of the pan. Are you hungry yet? It is considered a delicacy. Saffron, a spice derived from crocus flowers, is a key ingredient in paella. It gives the dish its distinctive yellow color and unique flavor and smell. Authentic paella is often prepared outdoors, over an open flame, which is said to contribute to its rich flavor. In Spain and in other countries, paella competitions are held, where chefs and home cooks compete to create the best paella. These events celebrate the dish's versatility and creativity. As for the paella pans, these traditional paella cooking utensils come in various sizes, with the largest ones designed to feed a large group of people. We're talking upwards of 20. They are made of materials like carbon steel and stainless steel. In 2020, traditional rice cultivation and the art of paella were added to the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization's, aka UNESCO, Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. This recognition highlights the cultural significance of paella. Some more information for you about how paella came to be. The history of paella reflects the multicultural influences that have shaped Spanish cuisine and Spanish culture. The Moors brought rice, saffron, and other spices to this region, significantly influencing the flavor profile of this dish. The use of saffron in paella, for example, gives the rice its distinct golden hue and subtle aroma. As Valencia grew and urbanized, the paella evolved to incorporate a broader range of ingredients. Seafood, for which Valencia's coastal location was ideal, became a popular addition, leading to the creation of the paella de mariscos. This seafood paella typically includes shrimp, mussels, clams, and squid, reflecting the rich maritime resources of the region. Paella quickly gained popularity beyond Valencia, however, becoming emblematic of Spanish cuisine in its entirety. It became a staple of Spanish festivals and celebrations, where it is often cooked and shared in large communal pans. Paella's reputation as a social and celebratory dish contributed to its global recognition as a symbol of Spanish culture. As paella's popularity spread worldwide, however, chefs and enthusiasts in different countries began experimenting with variations of the dish to go along with these previously mentioned competitions. These adaptations include vegetarian paella, paella with chorizo, and even fusion versions that incorporate ingredients from other cuisines. Paella is a beloved Spanish dish, and it has become an internationally recognized symbol of Spanish cuisine. Its history, regional variations, and cultural importance make it a fascinating and delicious aspect of Spain's culinary heritage. Which one would you try? Originally, paella made in Valencia was a lunchtime meal for farmers and farm laborers, which is still true today. Valencia often does not serve paella other than at lunchtime. Workers would gather what was available to them around the rice fields. This often included tomatoes, onions, even snails. Rabbit or duck was also a common addition, but chicken less often. On special occasions, 18th century Valencians used calderos to cook the rice in the open air of their orchards near Lake Albufera. Eel and butter beans were common ingredients, and the novelist Vincent Blasco Ibáñez described the Valencian custom of eating water voles in Cañas y Barro from 1902, a realistic novel about life among fishermen and peasants near Lake Albufera. Living standards rose with the sociological changes of the late 19th century in Spain, however, which gave rise to the gatherings and outings in the countryside. This led to changes in paella's ingredients, adding more chicken, duck, and sometimes snails to the rabbit. Paella became so popular that in 1840, a local Spanish newspaper first used the word paella to refer to the recipe than the pan, according to a food historian, Lynn Ulver. It has become a custom at mass gatherings in the Valencian region to prepare enormous paellas, sometimes even to win a place in the Guinness World Records. Chefs use gargantuan paelleras for these events. The largest paella in the world was made by a restaurateur, Juan Galbis, in 2001. It fed 110,000 people, according to their website. The chef said that this paella was even larger than his earlier world record paella made in 1992, which fed about 100,000 people. All of these are in the Guinness Book of World Records. Some controversial representations, though, are from non-Spanish chefs who include ingredients like chorizo in their paella, as well as other ingredients. These alternative dishes had new names according to Spanish chefs. Arroz con cosas, rice with things, is a famous alternative. The use of these different ingredients has been known to elicit emotional responses from other chefs as well as authors. In the Catalan cuisine, Josep Pla had said, "The abuses committed in the name of paella valenciana are excessive, an absolute scandal." As the sun sets over the rooftops of Burjassot, casting a golden glow upon its historic streets, we can't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the timeless beauty and warmth of this enchanting town. Whether you've spent your day exploring its rich history, savoring its culinary delights, or simply basking in the peaceful ambiance of its surroundings, Burjassot leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. As you bid farewell to this hidden gem, carry with you the memories of its charm and hospitality, knowing that you are always welcome to return and experience its magic once again. Until we meet, adios, Burjassot, until we meet again. Thank you for joining me in Burjassot in the Valencian region of Spain. For a more in-depth look at this location, as well as over 100 locations around the world, check out my Explore with Kelsey tours in the Buy Me a Coffee links in the information below this video. Happy travels! Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for your donations, for your tips, for your PayPals. And as always, thank you for being a part of my traveling family. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow and like this video for more with me, Explore with Kelsey.